Hi, folks. Welcome back. Welcome to another weekly wrap up. Uh, Relatively short reading wrap up today. Not my best reading week. I was working at the weekend, so I didn't get much reading done then. I tried to read some more small pleasures and nearly got myself into a reading slump. I think in another time, this is going back on my TBR shelf. I'm not DNFing it. But I think at another time, this will be a potential, at least a 4-star read. But right now, it's just a bit heavier and a bit more serious than I think I want from contemporary right now. So yeah, I was picking it up, reading a page, half a page, and going, I don't really want this. But I've spoken about it so much times. I should read this, and it's like, no, I can't do that because otherwise I'd have read absolutely nothing this week. So to be continued at a later date, probably next year at some point. I have continued with Malice. I'm this far, 2/3 of the way. I've got about 200 pages left. I'm finally starting to enjoy this for itself. I don't have much plans this weekend other than D&D tomorrow night, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I should be able to get this finished by Sunday, and the vlog will go up on Monday. Don't hold me to that promise, but with any luck. Malice. What am I thinking about reading? Well, there are a couple of read alongs for November that I want to start. I don't actually have any of them in my little pile beside me. um, so the first one is Throne of Glass that Barb's over at Barb's Bookland is doing. I haven't read any Sarah J. Maas, so I thought this would be an interesting way to start it. So I might start that. I've got it on loan. I've got it on reservation from the library, but I think I'm still some like third in the queue, so I might just cave and buy myself like a cheap secondhand copy somewhere. Um, what else is going on? Oh, there's the X Hex over at Courtney's Book Nook Corner. We'll be starting that at some point, hopefully next week or the week after. That is a contemporary magical rom com, which sounds like a really fun, light, easy read. I think that's what I want from contemporary reads right now. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have reading wise to update. I don't even have any like non-reading entertainment updates other than that the figure skating season is full steam ahead now. The Grand Prix series is on right now. I did spend a fair amount of time like after work at the weekend and on Monday when I was off watching Skate America, and I will probably spend a fair amount of time this weekend when I'm not reading watching Skate Canada because yay, figure skating. But I thought since this was going to be a super short update that I'd give you a wee sneak peek at the world's tiniest book haul. um, so first off, I was in the library browsing just by chance, see what they've got. I was waiting for a friend. Went out for lunch on Saturday, so I was like, I will spend my time in the library. So at least if I walk away with books, it's not costing me anything, like the day before payday. So I picked up The Emperor's Soul by Brandon Sanderson. So actually, I will probably read this at some point this week. It's something like 130 pages. I've only read Mistborn. Speaking of Mistborn, I've got 14 hours left of Hero of Ages. I'm very much taking my time with it now because I know although he's written more in that world, I don't think it's with these characters, and I absolutely love these characters. I love Sazed and Vin and Orsur. I love them all. I love them all, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to them yet. So I'm really taking my time with that audiobook. Yeah. So, but because they're the only things I've read of Sanderson, I thought a nice little novella would be like a nice wee introduction to more of his works. This one is about an emperor who's been attacked by an assassin and unconscious, and there's a thief and a forgerer who somehow has to make a new soul for the emperor. I'll find out more when I read it. The next one I got was Strange the Dreamer by Leanne Taylor. This one did the rounds on BookTube a while ago. Got pretty positive reviews. The premise sounds really interesting. You don't choose your dream, the dream chooses you, and you have to somehow follow it. And it's got a really pretty cover. We like a pretty cover. So I'm going to get to that at some point within the next couple of weeks. I then went into Leakey's, which is our local used bookstore, but just on the off chance that it might have Throne of Glass there, but it didn't. I wasn't fully expecting it to. But Leakey's is a wonderful, wonderful place if you want a hidden gem. It's a great place to browse. It's a secondhand bookstore set in an old church, and it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful place. And I get a lot of. So I've yet to walk into that store and not buy something. And you get a lot of sort of like out of print books. So I picked up two that sound utterly ridiculous, but in the best way. Very, very retro sci-fi. So the first one is War of the Wingmen by Paul Anderson, which I'm going to read the blurb for you because I can't describe this in a way that makes it sound less ridiculous. So when three Terrans, a space pilot, a planetary queen, and an obese tycoon crash landed on Diomedes, they realised that their chances of survival were slim. The native food was poisonous to humans, and there were only 6 weeks' worth of supplies left. With that, they would never cross the thousands of miles of unmapped territory between them and the one Terran outpost. They had only one hope left, to enlist the aid of the Wingmen, the barbarous inhabitants of Diomedes. But they were hardly interested in the lives of 3 miserable humans, unless strong persuasion could be found. Like I say, it sounds ridiculous, but look how awesome that cover is. It's just brilliant. I think this one's only about 160 pages, so that's like a cozy Sunday read at some point. And then the next one, which has an even better, more fabulous cover, we have Marion Zimmer Bradley's Warrior Women. And like, seriously, just how fabulous is that cover? So this one, we've got Zodiac of Gear was a fighter. She was dangerous. She was greatly feared. As a star gladiator, skilled at fighting vicious men and savage beasts, she was a valued slave. Men wanted her body. She wanted her freedom. This is her story, a mystery of fiery passions, of fierce conflict and forbidden ambitions, and the flickering memory of alien wonders and unearthly things. So again, I think this is going to be another ridiculous read. But I've heard good things about Marion Zimmer Bradley. I haven't read any of her work, but The Mist of Avalon have gotten high praise at times. So I'm excited. You never know. And yeah, they're both dead short. I mean, even together, they barely make a standard novel size, do they? Or at least standard these days. So they're there for just nice little palate cleansers for when I want just to start and finish a book in a day, really. I also got the first 6 Will Wright books in the Cradle series, I think they're called. As quickly, should have turned on my Kindle beforehand. Home. And my Kindle just died, of course. 'Tis life. But yeah, I got those from just on the Kindle version. I'm not planning on reading them anytime soon. I've seen them about a couple of times, but they've not, like, they kind of like on my radar, but not really on the forefront of my radar. But the first 6 books were free on Kindle. I don't know if they still are, but they were a few days ago. So, you know what? I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to pass that up. But yeah, that has been my reading week. Not too much reading. Bought a couple of books. In a nutshell. So let me know how your reading week's been going. Or just how your week's been going in general. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully on Monday, but don't hold me to it. Bye bye.